To convince himself, he desired a new apparition of the angel, which lasted 2 years, according to some, and 6 months, according to others. It is this interval of uncertainty and hesitation that Muslims call the fitra. During all this time, his mind was gripped by the most intense perplexities and fears. He felt he would lose his mind, and this was also the opinion of some of those around him. He was subject to fainting and fainting spells that modern writers have attributed, without any evidence other than their own personal opinion, to epileptic fits, and which could well have been the effect of a spontaneous ecstatic, cataleptic, or somnambulistic state. In these moments of out-of-body lucidity, as is known, strange phenomena frequently occurred, of which Spiritism perfectly accounts. In the eyes of certain people, he must have been considered insane. Others saw in these phenomena, unique to him, something supernatural, elevating man above humanity. When one admits the action of providence in human affairs, said Mr. Barthélemy Saint-Hilaire, page 102, one cannot help but also seek those dominating intelligences that appear, from time to time, to enlighten and guide the rest of men. The Quran is not a work written by Muhammad, maturely and consistently, but the summary made by his friends of the words he uttered when he was inspired. In those moments, of which he was not master, he would fall into an extraordinary and frightening state. Sweat would pour down his forehead. His eyes would turn bloodshot. He would groan, and the crisis would end, most often, in a fainting spell that lasted for a longer or shorter period of time, which happened to him sometimes in the midst of a crowd, and even when he was on his camel, as well as in his own home. Inspiration was irregular and instantaneous, and one could not predict the moment when it would seize him. According to what we know today of this state through a multitude of similar examples, it is likely that, especially at the beginning, he was not aware of what he was saying, and that if his words had not been collected, they would have been lost. But later, when he took his role as reformer seriously, it is evident that he spoke more from knowledge of the facts, and mixed with inspirations the product of his own thoughts, according to the places and circumstances, the passions and feelings that agitated him, with a view to the objective he wanted to achieve, all in the belief, perhaps in good faith, that he spoke in the name of God. These fragments, collected at various times and numbering 114, form in the Quran another number of chapters called surates. They were scattered during his lifetime, and it was not until after his death that they were assembled into an official body of doctrine under the care of Abu Bakr and Omar. These sudden inspirations, gathered as they occurred, resulted in an absolute lack of order and method. The most silliest subjects are treated therein disorderly, often in the same verse, and present such confusion and numerous repetitions that a thorough reading of it is painful and tedious for anyone other than the faithful.